Even though the conference realignment is still going on, I figured we're close enough to the season to start doing college football predictions. So, let's take a look at the 14 teams who will be fighting to try to get that ACC crown, or maybe the playoffs. Let's start with team number 1, Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech, I want to congratulate you. You finally got rid of Justin Fuente. But the bad news is that the foundations are literally in shambles from him. Brett Pry is a great hire, and you certainly have some talent, but it's going to take at least 2 to 3 years to undo all the damage. I'm going to say that this is going to be a rebuilding year. There's promising signs for the future, but really there's not so much stuff that can tell me that you can go to a bowl game. 4-8 at least. But hey, at least it's a good sign for the future. Let's move on to team number 2, Boston College. Boston College is that one team that keeps disappointing you. All the talent they showed, and then their quarterback got injured, but when he came back, Boston College became pretty good again. And so, Boston College just keeps on disappointing you. They show brilliance so many times, but yet they just fail to execute. So really, it's just going to be another 7-win season. Sorry, Boston College. You just ain't impressing me. Next team, NC State. The Wolfpack of NC State. The team that dethroned Clemson, and they were only one game away from going to the ACC Championship. But Wake Forest took that crown away from them. But I am telling you that this team is still going to be really talented, and they are going to be real big competitors. They are a sleeper, and they can make some noise on maybe a 10-win season. I am going to say a 10-win season, but unfortunately, you're not going to get anywhere close to the crown. And I'm going to explain that for our next team. And our next team is the Clemson Tigers. It is time for the Clemson Tigers to come back and get ready to take back their ACC crown. As a Clemson fan myself, I am telling you that this team is out for revenge. 10 wins last year, that's not really great to Davos standards. And you know that he wants to get a championship. So, he is going to make sure that everything gets right. Even though we have a quarterback controversy between DJ Uliungalay and another guy, these are going to be tough times in the beginning because we don't know who our quarterback is. But ironically, our first game of the season is against Georgia Tech, the same team that found out who is going to be our starter between Trevor Lawrence and Kelly Bryant. They say, history kind of repeats itself. Does it? Next team, Wake Forest. Wake Forest is that one guy who really surprised everyone. I thought that they were only going to get at least 6 wins and be in the basement like always. But this team surprised me. Really. And making it to the ACC title? Really impressive. But they can't really take down the big ones. They lost to a painful loss to North Carolina. And then got blown out by Clemson and Pitt when both fan bases kept chanting overrated. But I tell you, this Wake Forest team is going to be very dangerous. And their fate is going to be determined in Week 4 against Clemson. If they win, then they have the driver's seat to go places. If they lose, then they're going to have a long climb up. But hey, it's great signs for the future. And I'm telling you, Wake Forest is going to be scary, but just not Clemson scary. Moving on to North Carolina. North Carolina, you were the biggest disappointment I have ever seen last year. You were number 10, and you had everything in front of you, and you blew it to Virginia Tech. And that kind of ruined your season. 6-7, no accomplishments. So, I want to say something to you. What am I supposed to expect from this team? I mean, I don't expect anything. Because you've lost your quarterback, you've lost all that talent. 2021 should have been your year. All of that should have been your year. But you lost it. So, yeah, I'm giving you at least a 4-win season. You're not making a bowl game this year. Next team, Duke. Oh, who am I kidding? I'm not going to waste my time on Duke. This team is so dang horrible. They're going to go 3 wins. Next team, Miami. Miami. Everyone's predicting you to have a great season. Everyone's predicting you to go to the ACC championship. But there is one thing that I have to tell you as an Oregon fan. Don't let the choke job of Mario Cristobal get into your head. Because Mario Cristobal is a guy who likes ruining stuff. I'm going to have to make a completely separate video about Mario Cristobal and how he choked Oregon so many times. But you are going to have success. But just watch out for Mario Cristobal. Next team on the list, Florida State. This team has no discipline. I am sorry. I know everyone is saying that Florida State's going to be good, but I am telling you this team's not going to win a game. The thing is, last year, when we see Florida State, the lack of effort is showing. They had a 5-7 season, and it looked like they were going to turn the corner, but really, for some games, the lack of effort was pretty much noticeable. So really, I don't think Florida State's probably going to win a game this year, from what I've seen from them. So, you gotta be careful, because Florida State might ruin your stuff. Next team on the list, UVA, or Virginia. Virginia, this is my sleeper to go to the ACC championship. This team has really good talents, they have the nice coach. They have the players, and they have the coach. So, I believe a good 9 or 10 win season would work. Next team on the list, Pitt. Pitt, you've lost a lot. A lot of things. And things are going to get a little rough this year. And your first game of the season is against West Virginia, so that's not going to get the season off to the right start. So, have fun going 7 wins. Next team on the list, Louisville. Louisville. Honestly, you are a competitor. You had a great team last year and you gave Clemson a run for its money. But really, I don't know if you could really execute it and the big moments. But this team is kind of a mystery, and it's a sleeper that most people are not really talking about. That's something that you gotta look out for. Then, Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech, you have been irrelevant for so long at this point that I don't know what to make of you. Finally, and last but certainly not least, Syracuse. Syracuse, you're nice. I know your team has been awful for the past couple years, but you have a great fan base. And that fan base is probably going to carry you to a bowl game. Because this team is starting to slowly get better. And they have some talent. So, it's the execution that has to work. And so far, that is all the teams that we need to look at. So what is my ACC championship predictions? Let me tell you right here. It's going to be UVA versus Clemson. Clemson wins. Dabo Swinney will show everyone that he wants his revenge, and he will celebrate that revenge very quickly. And so, this is my prediction for the ACC. And I do believe that this conference is going to have some dangerous teams. So, thank you all for watching Mountaineer News 2, and I hope I'll see you all in a special video I'm making for you.